Welcome to StopFake, the place where we identify fakes and debunk them to set the record straight on disinformation about Ukraine. I'm Marko Suprun, and our stories this week include Hungarian teenagers kill a Ukrainian boy in Transcarpathia, Germany supports Crimean annexation, Ukraine secretly cedes its borders to the European Union, and schools of hate, fakes and manipulation about Ukrainian boot camps for children. So let's get to the details. Social media, chat rooms, and regional Ukrainian media all circulated stories claiming that a Ukrainian boy was cruelly murdered by a Hungarian teens in a village near Berehovo in Transcarpathia. This information first appeared on Facebook on October 30th, but was quickly deleted. Soon thereafter, the claim appeared on the political social forum under the name Nadia Smereka. This posting is the only notification from Nadia Smereka on the site. Smereka, if that's her name, presents herself as the mother of a 12-year-old boy who was raped and beaten by local teenagers in a predominantly Hungarian town in Transcarpathia. The boy died as a result of the beating, and local police refused to investigate the matter, Smereka writes. She posts what purports to be a letter from the local police advising her that based on the information she provided, there are no grounds for opening a criminal investigation into the death of her son. Smereka's political posting concludes that as all local government positions are held by Hungarians, no one is willing to punish the perpetrators. This notification quickly began making rounds on social media and various marginal sites with calls for revenge. However, the Transcarpathia National Police announced the story was a fake, as was the alleged letter from the police that Smereka published on the political portal. The police statement published on the local police website says that after a thorough investigation of the alleged crime, they found that no such crime had been committed in Transcarpathia. On November 3rd, scores of pro-Kremlin media featured these sensational headlines. Germany supports Russia's annexation of Crimea and is ready to take steps to recognize the Russian status of the peninsula. Members of the German parliament are poised to gradually recognize the Ukrainian peninsula as part of Russia. These stories are based on the opinion of Crimean politician Olga Kovitidi, a former Ukrainian Justice Ministry official who in 2014 supported Ukraine's territorial integrity, but after the annexation quickly reoriented her views to reflect the Kremlin line. Kovitidi's claim that Bundestag members are ready to recognize Crimea is not supported by any facts. She fails to name even one German member of parliament who allegedly supports the annexation. Now, this fake story appeared against the background of German Chancellor Angela Merkel's official visit to Ukraine on November the 1st. After holding talks with President Poroshenko, Merkel told reporters that Germany continues to fully support Russia's sanctions in response to Moscow's aggression in Crimea and the Donbass. The chancellor stressed that Germany steadfastly continues to support Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Propagandist Russian publication Ukrainian.ru and other pro-Kremlin sites announced that passengers at Kyiv and Odessa airports were being screened by border guards from EU countries. Polish, Lithuanian, and even Italian border guards are checking Ukrainian passengers traveling to Europe, Ukrainian.ru claims. Ukrainian.ru further claims that foreign border guards are questioning Ukrainians about their trips to Europe and looking for violations of EU visa rules. If these rules are violated, Ukrainians are pulled from the flight, and according to Ukrainian.ru, Ukrainian officials have no say in the work of the foreign personnel. Now, European Union Border Assistance Mission spokesman Ronen Gogin told StopFake that currently Ukraine and the EU are working to harmonize border control, customs, and trade standards and procedures with those in EU member states. While the EU provides Ukraine with expert assistance, EU representatives are never involved in the direct implementation of border functions in airports. Gogin said that, quote, sometimes EU border guards provide assistance to Ukrainian border guards as happened during the Euro 2012 championship, but they never execute direct border controls. European border guards, including those from Frontex, the European Border and Coast Guard Agency, offer expert assistance when other countries request it, but under no circumstances are they going to check passports. However, EU and Ukrainian border guards can conduct common operations to combat cross-border crime, Gogin pointed out. Scores of Russian online media aimed to scare their readers last week with headlines such as "Barracks for Children, Western Media See Ukrainian Nazism," and "Hundreds of thousands of Ukrainian children schooled in hate and war." These manipulative stories about Ukrainian Scout-style summer camps claim that hundreds of thousands of children are being prepared for war and taught to shoot guns. The Russian articles are based on an October 30th story by Ethel Bonnet in the Spanish online publication El Confidencial, entitled Children of Steel, a journey to a camp where minors are militarized. The story seemingly describes a day in the Leader Children's Camp south of the capital, Kyiv. StopFake contacted the camp's director, Ivan Hranatkin, in order to check the El Confidencial's claims, as well as the Russian interpretations of those claims. Ethel Bonnet writes that children in the Leader camp undergo, quote, Spartan military preparation. Hranatkin explained that campers train for 3 to 4 hours daily. The training is a mixture of sports and boot camp exercises. The Spanish journalist was with us for just an hour. She wasn't interested in our purpose, didn't ask to see our statutes, got my height wrong, overall wrote a lot of nonsense, and focused on my tattoos, Hranatkin said. Hranatkin also said that what El Confidencial refers to as military training are simply self-defense classes. The boot camp training is based on the National Patriotic Education of Youth and Children program approved by Ukraine's Education Ministry in 2015. The Spanish article also claims that children in the camp use a raised hand Nazi salute as a greeting, a complete fake, says Hranatkin. Quote, our attitude towards Nazism is completely negative. Such salutes are not allowed in our camp, and we teach our campers to never make such gestures. The journalist perhaps misinterpreted the fist over the heart gesture during the singing of the Ukrainian national anthem, Hranatkin said. That's it for this week. You can find more dissected disinformation on our website, stopfake.org. Be vigilant and just don't consume fakes. If you spot any disinformation about Ukraine, as always, send it to us for a truth autopsy. I'm Marko Suprun and this is StopFake. Thanks for watching.